The Two Gentlemen of Verona is one of the earliest plays written by William Shakespeare, the beginning of the story. The play starts in the city of Verona. Two best friends live there. Their names are Valentine and Proteus. They care about each other like brothers. Valentine is about to travel to another city called Milan to learn about the world and become a gentleman. He believes that traveling and meeting new people will help him grow up. Proteus decides to stay in Verona because he is already in love with a young woman named Julia. They love each other very much. Before Valentine leaves, the two friends promise to stay loyal to each other. But soon, Proteus's father decides that Proteus should also travel to Milan. So Proteus must leave Julia behind. Before he leaves, Julia gives him a ring as a sign of her love, and Proteus promises he will always love her. Valentine falls in love. When Proteus arrives in Milan, he finds Valentine there. Valentine has fallen deeply in love with a noble young woman named Silvia. Silvia is the daughter of the Duke of Milan. The Duke wants Silvia to marry another man named Thurio, who is rich but not very brave or interesting. But Silvia does not love Thurio. She loves Valentine. Valentine and Silvia secretly plan to run away together so they can get married. Proteus changes. When Proteus meets Silvia, something surprising happens. Even though he promised to love Julia forever, he suddenly falls in love with Silvia. This is a big problem. Silvia already loves Valentine. Proteus is Valentine's best friend, and Julia is still waiting for Proteus back in Verona. But Proteus forgets his promises and starts trying to win Silvia's love. To make things worse, he betrays his friend Valentine. He secretly tells the Duke about Valentine and Silvia's plan to run away. Because of this, Valentine is banished from Milan. He must leave the city and live in the forest with a group of outlaws. This shows that Proteus has made a very selfish and dishonest choice. Julia's brave disguise. Meanwhile, Julia misses Proteus very much. She decides to travel to Milan to see if he still loves her, but traveling alone as a young woman is dangerous. So Julia does something clever. She disguises herself as a boy and takes the name Sebastian. In this disguise, she is able to get close to Proteus and even becomes his servant. This is very painful for Julia because she soon discovers that Proteus has forgotten about her and is now trying to win Silvia's love. Julia must watch the man she loves chase another woman. Trouble in the forest. Later, Silvia decides to run away from Milan to find Valentine, but she is captured by outlaws in the forest. Proteus finds Silvia there and tries to convince her to love him. Silvia refuses because she is loyal to Valentine. Proteus becomes so desperate that he almost forces her to accept him. At that exact moment, Valentine suddenly appears and stops him. The big lesson. Valentine is shocked that his best friend has behaved so badly. Proteus suddenly realizes how wrong he has been. He understands that he betrayed both his best friend and Julia. He feels deep shame and asks Valentine for forgiveness. Valentine forgives him. Shakespeare wanted to show that friendship and forgiveness can be very powerful. Then Julia, still disguised as Sebastian, gives Proteus the ring he once gave Julia. This reminds him of his promise. Julia faints, and her true identity is revealed. Proteus finally understands that Julia has always loved him faithfully, and he asks her forgiveness too. Julia forgives him. The happy ending. At the end of the play, Valentine and Silvia are reunited and will marry. Proteus and Julia also promise to marry. The Duke forgives Valentine and accepts his love for Silvia. Even the outlaws promise to change their lives. Everything ends happily with friendships repaired and love restored. What the play teaches. This play teaches several important lessons. Friendship is important, but it can be damaged by selfish choices. Promises matter, especially in love. People can make mistakes, but they can also learn and ask for forgiveness. True love is loyal and patient, like Julia's love for Proteus. In one simple sentence, the play is about two best friends who fall in love, make mistakes, hurt each other, and finally learn about loyalty, forgiveness, and true love.